Welcome back, everyone. Last time on Asura's Bad Fur Day, Asura was reborn and apparently stole the most ragged and dirty blanket he could find in the desert canyons. Because when you're in a dusty and depressing anywhere, wasteland and cloaks are mandatory. Now this scene is very interesting. If you remember, this was the exact location that was shown in the very first episode, but now reduced to a ruined town, indicated by the broken down prey station over there. You know, things have gotten worse and worse over the years when everything has a red hue to it. I don't know why, but I feel like the villagers had to recently make these walls in response to the demigod's poor Goma containment. And they just busted the wall right next to the gate, showing off the Goma Howlers as they proceed to run rampant and wreck everyone they can. Now, the Goma Howlers aren't that threatening to the wrathful god Asura. These guys are basically the Goma equivalent of the Doji, the demigod mooks, and can be defeated just as easily. The thing you need to watch out for is they can possibly overwhelm you just like any small weak foe. But if you keep using heavy attacks, keep them at bay, you should do just fine. One neat thing about the Goma's design is the fact that they're all based on animals. Notice from what I fought, they're all mutated gorillas spawned from the big Goma Viltra. Now, while the Goma haven't been a problem for years, our Asura has awakened exactly 12,000 years, which is the required time needed for Viltra to regain enough strength to emerge. How convenient! Oh yes, the first of many Septentrions, the Mirak, the flying vessels of the demigods. And with that reckless landing, we are properly introduced to the mooks I was talking about earlier, the Doji.
So, you have returned.
And to keep him aligned, we have the troop captain, Raisho.
Back from the dead, impure demigod Asura! We shall send you back to the shadows of death, along with the Goma! Kill him!
And here's where you want to lock into Raisho, the big guy with the large sword behind his back. The reason I say this is because killing the Doji and looking over the Goma can become annoying, and you end up shooting them as they enter the crossfire with Raisho anyway. The captain is a proper threat in this scenario, so gunning for him keeps him at bay so he can't attack you, and hitting him up fills the bar all the same. So in my eyes, I always aim for the base god because you are subduing the biggest threat, and you progress the fight normally, so why not? It sounds like a win-win for me. He can't hit you, you just beat on him. Not gonna lie, seeing Asura punch Raisho and launching him to a close-by pillar doesn't really seem that much of a big deal compared to what he does later on. I'd remember that golden gun anywhere. That's old pal Wisen, isn't it?
All ships, prepare for purification.
Purify!
All ships, release fire!
What the? What a lucky turn to find the traitor here.
Oh great, it's another golden gut. Now this guy is actually a proper threat when compared to Raisho. This fat man uses his large stature and rolls of metal fat to just basically shoulder rush you a lot, hand slam you, and the always fun aerial gut smash. The last attack can be countered right before he makes contact, resulting in the always hilarious boot to the face. Sadly though, this man has an impenetrable layer of fat, so any rain punching just bounces off of him, forcing you to get infinity mode using the old-fashioned way of whooping his ass, or grind up the little guys with range punching. Whenever you can make use of moves to stun him or knock him out on his back, like the context-sensitive Y presses, so you can wail him without a hassle and build up rage, make sure to do that every single time. Bursting right through two unfortunate doji and nailing the golden Tyson straight in his middle gut. Hello, new Goma that just ate Tyson. The Goma Crusher, obviously based on an elephant and apparently likes eating divine soldiers. Now this Goma actually has a unique ability to become a living vacuum and suck up not the humans, but their very souls. But Wizen is having none of your soul stealing pachyderm nonsense. Especially if he just take it for himself.
No soul shall fall into the hands of the Goma. What Lord Deus spoke of was true. It has been a while, traitor.
We're gonna fight at the commercial break, aren't we?
Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on is available without a prescription at retailers nationwide.
What Lord Deus spoke of was true. It has been a while, traitor. I never actually thought you would be foolish enough to come back. Who are you? Do not tell me you have forgotten everything. How could you forget the Great Wizen? Wizen? Open your eyes, traitor! Kneel before one of the 7 deities! The 7 deities? The 8 guardian generals who knew only war are no more! We 7 deities rule and maintain order throughout the world! We have become gods! And you are a fossil, Asura. Your power is nothing more than a vestige of the past. Defeating the Great Wizen is a dream within a dream! Enough chat!
Called it! Now this fight isn't really that much different than the first encounter with the Great Wizen. He's a bit more offensive and has a ranged attack this time around, but stick to the same strategy as before and you'll do just fine. One thing I want to add about the recent Wizen monologue is that it's one of the few moments when Asura can actually cut off the speaker and jump straight into the fight. If you actually do this, you get an achievement and the personal satisfaction that you shut out the big bellowed blowhard like Wizen. I mean, Wizen of the 7 deities, my butt. I'm wiping the floor with this guy without breaking a sweat. Well, like Asura said before, 12,000 years and nothing has changed. No true words were ever said about this fight, my friend. Except for the fact that he can fire missiles that you can easily throw back at him, but at least he's trying something new. Deus bless his little heart. Hey, you want to go on a trip? Just make sure to buckle up, cause it's gonna get a bit bumpy. Hope you enjoy your flight. See you next fall. I'm sure it's fine, right? You know, I may have to take some of the trash talk back. I'm sorry for calling you fat, but I mean, come on. You were.
Scared speechless, are you? While you had slumbered for 12,000 years, we attained new heights!
Figuratively and literally.
Witness the power bestowed upon us by our priestess, your very daughter, Mithra!
My daughter. Mithra's power. What did you do? Tell me what you've done with her!
You will have to make me.
And make you I shall on the next episode of Asura's Wrath. See you guys next time.
now one of the self-proclaimed 7 deities. Wyzen is intent on sending Asura back to Naraka. His power is more terrible and fearsome than when he served as one of the 8 Guardian Generals. His power threatens to crush Asura.